Hey y'all, it's Mosley back with another beautiful video today. I have a lot of things to discuss in today's video, and the main thing that I want to talk about is where I find my inspiration for this content. I watch two YouTube channels in particular that really inspire this form of content that I do. One of them being Profound Pondering. He just does a kind of content like this. It's very simple and talks directly to the camera and gives you advice, basically. I really appreciate his content, and I also appreciate another content creator. His name is Fulcrum. He does it in his own way, but he has his little message, basically, behind every single one of his videos, and it's quite beautiful, I must say. It really is. But today is just, I want to mention today how valuable we are. I want to mention today how I feel like a lot of people get lost in this society in a way that they get lost by comparing themselves to other people. They get lost in trying to strive to be like somebody else and not really trying to be like themselves. I feel like a lot of people on social media especially will want to act like they are better than you. They'll want to act like they know more than you in order for their content to be what it is, basically. But in reality, I want to mention that I do not know more than y'all. Like, I do not see myself as more than y'all. I really do not. I want to make this content to get that message out there and allow people to be independent and allow people to appreciate themselves the way that they truly deserve. You know what I mean? That is really my main goal, and like my goal behind my message in general. And I want to mention something that I'm very proud of myself. My favorite project, basically, that I've ever worked on. And it is my sixth piece. It is beautiful to me. It really is. I've taken so much time on it. It took me a very, very long time to complete. And I know that was like a brief showing of it, but it really was one of the ones that, like, at the time, I didn't put that much soul and trust in my intuition and my abilities into it before that. But when I made this one, I truly did trust my abilities and my intuition, like, to a really good extent, like, to the point where I was very proud of this. I want to mention that I feel like we all have equal potential. And that is one of the most beautiful things about life, is that for there to be such a strong force of love in this world, there has to be such a strong force of hate. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you are pursuing your purpose and mission, there's always going to be people that are going to try to tear you down. There's always going to be people that are trying to prey on your downfall. There's always going to be people that are going to be going out of their way to try to do that. And the most important thing about dealing with those people and handling those situations is authentically being yourself and knowing what you are. Because recently I have discovered that reputation and character are separate. Reputation is how other people perceive you. It's how other people view you. They can view you in any kind of light that they want to. You know, they don't always have to choose a good light. And your character is not only how you view yourself, but it is who you are. It is who you truly are. It's what you truly do to be yourself. It's what you truly do. And I just wanted to mention that, because I feel like a lot of people get lost in their own reputation and the way that they present themselves to other people. And we don't get lost enough in how we really are ourselves, I feel like. I feel like some people will take a certain part about themselves or a certain characteristic and make that part of themselves their whole presentation of them, their whole personality. I feel like some people will do that and not even realize that in a way it is kind of harmful, you know. I feel like a lot of people, when they do that, they take a certain characteristic about themselves that is the most acceptable to society or is the most acceptable to the people that they are around, and they just put all of their energy in presenting that one aspect of themselves to get a certain message across to other people in a way as to who they truly are, because they want to feel accepted. When in reality, you are the only person who can truly accept yourself. You know, it takes a very long time to realize that. And I must say, I haven't even fully realized that myself. I have not even fully gotten to the point where I want to be in my life, with loving myself, with understanding myself. And the acknowledgement and the acceptance of that, the accepting of that is very important. Very, very important to me, because in a way, I feel like we always are going to be growing. To the day we die, we are going to be growing. And I got this message, in a way, from Profound Pondering, but it's basically one who sees that they are truly lost and views that they are truly lost is truly lost. And that is the only way that we can be truly lost in this world. That's the only way that we can truly be, our life can be over, that our journey can be over, is if we believe in it. If we believe that our journey is over, then it already is in its own way. It really is. I think it's important to realize that we have so much potential, and it is beautiful how it can go in either way. It's beautiful how balanced it really is, because us as humans, of course we make our own mistakes, it's about not only acknowledging those mistakes, but accepting them. It's one thing to acknowledge them. It's one thing to mention your mistakes in the past. It's one thing to mention something about yourself in the past, but it's also one thing to accept that, that it is in the past, and accept that now it is time to move on. Now it is time to create something more. We cannot get lost so much in our own past to the point where it's destructing ourselves now. Because what we are now is not what our past is, our past self is. What we are now is who we are. What our past self is basically just leading up to who we are now, in a way. It is what created who we are now, but it is still not who we are now. Who we are now is just something I think we need to accept and appreciate in order to grow. In order to grow in the ways that we want to, and achieve the things that we want to, and have the dreams that we want to. I feel like we just need to accept that part of ourselves. As hard as it may be, because I will acknowledge that it is very hard. It's self-love, self-growth. It's a very difficult process. It really is. It's a very difficult journey. But in reality, if you are willing to put that energy in to doing that for yourself, because it's not for anybody else, main thing, the main purpose behind these videos is not even necessarily for other people, in my opinion. It's for me. It's to get my soul out to not only myself, but to the people who care about me enough to watch these and listen to what I'm saying. Basically, that to me is just, it's beautiful. And I love hearing feedback from other people, on the inspiration that they get from my videos, and how they just turn it on to basically listen to it while they're doing something else. I love that. I love being that for other people. I love putting that energy out for other people and inspiring people in that way. But I feel like I'm only able to do that because I inspire myself. I'm only able to do that because I accept and inspire myself and appreciate myself the way that I do. And because of that, I will let y'all know, I have had a lot of fears in the past of sharing my true music taste with other people. I feel like my music taste is obscure in a way, and strange, and I used to think that was almost a bad thing. But in reality, I see the vibes and the value in music, in certain songs, and it doesn't really matter what genre it's from. It doesn't matter who made it. If it makes me feel a certain way, then that's what matters, The main group of music that I be listening to is hip-hop and rap. I be listening to J-Dilla, mostly. J-Dilla. I love J-Dilla. I love MF Doom. I love MF Grimm. He's very, I feel unknown when it comes to hip-hop and everything. I love Common. I love The Ninth Wonder. I love all these beautiful hip-hop artists that convey a message and almost a force of life behind their music. It's really beautiful to me. But I don't only just like hip-hop and rap. I also really appreciate obscure, almost unknown Japanese music, or music that is very just is popular to that, that culture, but people in our culture don't really know about it. To me, I really love music artists, Japanese music artists like Eve, and Amarizashi, that's what his name is. They are incredible. They truly are incredible. Like, the vibrations, the energies they put out with their music is beautiful. It's beautiful to me. It really is, Brad. Like, it's incredible. It really is. And I just love sharing that with other people. I really do. And I love acknowledging that we as humans, we make mistakes. Just like how I did just then. You know what I mean? I went, because I messed up my words. And that's how it is. We have to accept that, you know. We have to be accepting that I'm going to mess up my words sometimes. I'm going to make some mistakes, but that doesn't make me a certain way. That doesn't make me a certain negative thing. That doesn't mean that, I'm not making the most of my time. It's all about how we react in a way. We can feel so many things. We can think so many things in our head, but our mind is a tool in a way. What we really are is our soul and our heart, but our mind is a tool. It is how we react to our thoughts, I think, that's really important. Because I feel like a lot of people think that we are our thoughts, but we are our reactions in a way. I feel like we are our reactions to our thoughts and to our feelings. We can have very strong feelings about something, very important, feelings about something, but it's really about how we react to those feelings in a way, I feel like it is. And I also wanted to mention just how valuable you are. Like, you're listening to this right now, and I'm having a one-on-one with you and your soul right now. Because in reality, every perspective that is perceiving this or perceiving in general will always be perceiving. We are the only one who can truly view life through our own eyes. And that's true. But I feel like we need to acknowledge the fact that other people see through their own eyes as well. Other people have their own perspective and perceptions on other things. No one person is a certain connotation. No one person is a certain thing that you may think about them. You can't really let your assumptions create who somebody really is, in a way. Because who they are is really who they are. And they're the only ones who can truly know who they really are. I think that's beautiful, honestly. I think that it's beautiful, I feel like I've seen a lot of intense spectrums in life, in a way. I feel like I've seen a lot of intense hate throughout my life, and a lot of intense love on the same spectrum, on the same balance, I feel like. And personally having those experiences with not only hate, but love as well, I have came to the realization and the decision that I am making the choice in my life to choose a life that is filled with love and beauty and importance. While I respect other people's decisions, I really do, because I just respect people. I respect everybody. I don't always trust everybody. I don't always put my full love and soul behind every interaction that I have with somebody, but that doesn't mean that I don't respect them, because I do. I respect them whether they're a stranger to me or not, whether I've never really gotten to have a real interaction with them, in a way. I respect them. I really do. And I'm also going to take a little bit of this video. I know I've been mentioning it in my previous videos before, that I'm going to take a little bit of this video to basically have a piano recording play. And I haven't done that in my videos yet. And so I'm very excited to see what people think about the piano recording and how they feel listening to me playing. Because all of my playing is improvisation. It is all improvisation. I have never really been taught, like, how to play the piano in a way. I've heard it. I have visualized it in my head from other people playing. I've gotten that inspiration. And I've just made something of my own with it and put full trust in my abilities while I'm making it. I make songs as I go. And it's because I trust myself. It's because I trust in my abilities. And I feel like everybody has that potential. I really do. I feel like everybody has that potential to trust fully in their abilities and achieve anything they could really ever imagine. And of course, it's going to take time. It's going to take a very long time. It's going to be a very long, tedious journey. But in reality, it's that journey that makes the fruit, like the rewards of that journey, so beautiful. It's what makes the rewards so appreciative and so authentic in a way. You know what I mean? Like, without that journey, it would just be a reward. And without that journey, we would not see that reward as a reward. Because it's what the journey is that makes it a reward, you know? That's kind of what I'm trying to get across with that. And speaking of piano, I forgot to mention earlier when I was talking about the music that I like, that I also really, really appreciate old jazz music, as in particular jazz inspiration, like improvisation, from like as early as the 1920s up until like the 60s. I listen to music like that. I listen to music like one of my, actually no, my favorite pianist of all time. His name is Art Tatum. Absolutely incredible improviser, and he was actually blind in one of his eyes as well. And he still was able to achieve what he did, basically. And I find that incredible. I also love Billie Holiday. I love Billie Holiday's music so much. Just music from that group, that era, you know, that era of time, especially the Harlem Renaissance era. That is one of my favorite just eras of not only art, but music and just life. One of my like favorite eras. I find so much inspiration from that era of time and the art that was made then and the music that was made then and the soul that was put into it, because that's the most important thing to me, the soul behind it. But this video is getting long, and I wanted to mention I love this shirt too. I'm wearing my Scooby-Doo shirt today because I love it. I absolutely love it. I got my Scooby-Doo shirt and I got my Scooby-Doo pants on too. The matching Scooby-Doo merch? Best believe it. That's how it is, my friend. But I love speaking to the people in this video like they truly are. Just I'm having a one-on-one with them, because in reality, if you're hearing this with your perception, then I am having a one-on-one with you right now. Whether other people are watching at the same time, whether other people are watching it, period. I am talking to you right now to try to inspire you and allow you almost to achieve what you really want to in this life, because it's so important to me. It really is so important. And I feel like a lot of people don't hear this enough, but I wanted to mention today that I am proud of you. I'm truly proud of you for who you are. And the fact that you're watching this video right now, it means that you're alive. And that because you're alive, all of the moments that have led up to this moment, you have survived. You have conquered those moments. And you are here with me now listening to this. I'm proud of you for that. And thank you so, so much for watching to the end if you did. Even if you didn't, I love you. I still love you. Absolutely. And I'm going to dedicate the rest of this video basically to the piano recording I was talking about. It'll be like 4 more minutes, I believe, of this video. And I hope y'all enjoy it. And I hope y'all have a very peaceful, beautiful day today. And tomorrow is going to be a beautiful day too. But it's about day one, not one day. I want y'all to remember that and try to think of that in your own way. It's about day one, not one day. I just want y'all to remember that. But anyways, yeah. Peace, y'all. I appreciate every single one of